Hey everybody, it's Brian Davis, Mr. Buysalot. It is Sunday night, the 11th of December, and I decided to make a video for you guys. I've had this stuff for a little while. I bought two collections, so I kind of want to give you guys a little bit of an unboxing video. I'm going to skim through it real fast. I'm going to show you what we've got. I'm going to open it up and then restart the video to kind of go through everything. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to challenge myself over the next 30 days as a Christmas gift to my family, to my wife mainly. I think we're going to try to pay her car off in the next 30 days. So the way we're going to do that is I'm going to work on this collection. I have about $1,000 invested into the collection that I'll show you guys. So obviously it's going to take a little bit more than that. I think we owe currently somewhere in the neighborhood of, there's about $7,000 left out on her car because I did some whatnots for the last month and paid down her car by about $6,000. So I think we owe about $7,000 on her car, and we're gonna I'm gonna do more whatnots this month over the next 30 days, and I'm also gonna list these items I'm gonna show you just to see if we can do it. It'll just save us $400 a month in a car payment, and it'll feel really good to go through, start the new year with one less debt. And hopefully you guys will enjoy that. So let's see what we got. Okay, if you guys aren't familiar with this area, this is the upstairs of our garage. I have this as kind of being set up as my work area, at home work area anyway. You guys can see, collectibles and miscellaneous items. Here, this is all of our stuff that I need to get around to eBaying or whatnotting, or just in general do something with. So we have like all the art over there, some sneakers and miscellaneous over here. This stuff is kind of in sections: media, ephemera, larger items, and collectibles. And then we get into more of the miscellaneous stuff, and then down there's toys and collectibles down there. Okay, and then we have the office. This is what what I've bought myself over the past 2 months, maybe 3 months. I've been working on getting myself, we have a small refrigerator up here so that I can come up here and spend multiple hours of work time. I bought myself a new computer. We just got this camera, and I set up these tables. We have another camera there for our whatnot auctions, and then I bought this photo booth. We have one of these at our warehouse in Pennsylvania. I like the blue background, so we're going to use the blue background this time. We have a white background at the one in Pennsylvania. And then over here is all clothing that we've bought and have. Here's a bunch of nice hats, vintage snapback stuff. Just things that we've bought at the Goodwills or shops. Some decent Nikes. These are all t-shirts over there. So this is all clothing in that pile. And over here are all electronics. I kind of dread these. I've tested them. They all work. And they're all decently priceable. So they're decent values. I just hate having to pack and ship big items. But we're going to have to do it. So let's get into this video here. So the two collections I bought are in these 3 boxes. I took a little bit out already and then decided to make the video. So you guys will see here, these are Hummel figurines. So as you guys will see, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of these figures out, unwrap them individually, and then we will come back to the video. And these are all original Hummel. You can tell they are made by Goebel company down there. Different ages, or that different, like the V has a B in the middle of it, so that's called a B. So as Hummels get newer, that changes, that mark on the bottom changes. Some of them will be hand signed by artists and other things like that. And I'm going to make a giant mess over here with all of these papers and everything else. There's some little Hummel miniature plates. So some of them are going to be limited edition, some of them are going to be numbered, signed, so forth and so on, but there's a bunch. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take the next 20 or 30 minutes, unwrap. I won't put you guys through the torture of watching me unwrap each one, but then I will come back and I will show them all together, and that will be the start of the series. We will make another video every couple weeks just to kind of see how far we've came. And we're going to set the goal at $7,000. So 30 days, $7,000 to pay off my wife's Chevy Traverse. One less bill for the new year. I know it'll be the 11th of January when we finish, but I feel like that's a good goal. I like getting rid of debt. It's just one less thing that you have to think of monthly. It's that much less that your business needs to generate to break even. And it just, it's a sense of freedom to me. So let me unbox these. I'll come back and show you what we got. Okay, box number 1 is done. Let's see what happened. Look at this. So I emptied the middle box and I created a disaster. But the collection's coming along nicely. We're finding some really cool treasures. Look at the little lammies. And that one's even got a little piggy. And ducks. A lot of these are Collector Club exclusive, so you had to belong to the Hummel Collector Club to get them. I know these two are a little better. I'm not sure if that fishing pole is sitting right there, but there's a bunch. Here's a bunch more figures. And I put these over here because all of these seem to have are signed on the bottom. I don't know if they're signed by the artist and when they did them. So I'm not sure. So I set them over there to the side. But so far that's where we're at. We still have 2 more boxes to unbox from over here. Sorry about the lighting inside of there. It's obviously for picture taking. The LED light strips are nice. So I'm going to open these other 2 boxes and I'll come back to you. We'll do it once I get another box emptied. It looks like I'm probably going to fill this table. So I'm probably going to have to go over onto the table where the boxes are. So let me clean up all this paper and then we'll go to the next box. Okay, box number 2 is done. This is what we're looking at. And as I'm doing this, guys, I'm kind of taking all the really small ones. And as you can see, I'm putting them all on this one side. I'll have a method for my madness, and I'll try to describe it after I empty the last box for you guys. When I'm listing items, especially like a large collection like this that I know there's duplication in, I will kind of categorize certain things on the table because I'll have to move them all off to do the pictures anyway. So as I'm doing that, I'll put any duplicates together. I will confirm that they are identical duplicates, not different marks on the bottom, because a lot of these were made for multiple years and will have different markings. Like you can see these 2 here. The 2 over there with deer, one is signed, one is not. So I have to note those little significances, and I will go through and confirm that there's no chips, cracks, damage on any of these before I even start taking the first picture. That way, when I do start taking the pictures, I will go through and do all of the pictures in one day, and then I will sit down and create a template and start listing on the second day, and I will have them in some kind of order, probably by size, because then after I do the first 20, I can change the size from, say, 3 inches to 4 inches, or from 4 inches to 6 inches. And then I can do the next 20 and then change just the size. It just creates one less step along the way when you're doing large collections like this to help your business in streamlining. Because every minute counts, and when you're doing hundreds of something, and let's say you had to change something that takes an extra 30 seconds or 40 seconds, over 100 items, you just saved yourself a couple hours. So you're paying yourself more per hour to do that listing. Okay, let me open the last box and I will finish this video for you guys. Okay, finally all done. You can hear it echoey in here because the boxes are done. So here's a small group. I had to put some on this table. Those are the plates that I showed you earlier. Just kind of moved them. So what was really cool is this whole side over here is all ones that have signatures on the bottom. I don't know if they're like, hey, here's a gift from grandma, or if they're signed by the artist. So I went through, and I've already done some due diligence. I just kind of went through each figure as I was moving them. I'll still do it again before I take the pictures to check for condition and damage and stuff like that. Found that was pretty cool. So there are a lot. Some of them are really cute. I know the angels, and you guys will see some angels in just a second. I'm sure we've already passed a couple, but like there's some angels. There's lots of the small angels. So I put all the really small stuff on this tray just so that I can keep it separated. It'd be easier for listing, except for that one right there. I'll go through and I'll put all the ones that are more than one figure, like all the doubles or triples in one area, all the ones with a fence or a tree in a third area, and then we'll do maybe musical instruments or something like that. And just break it down in different categories so that I can confirm duplication. As you can see, I started doing it already. There's doubles. Look at that. There's two different ones. See, the inkwells are different color. You can see here. And here. And they're even, somebody wrote like dates on them, 10/15/83, 4/29/90 is what's on that one. Sorry. There you go. So kind of neat just to see all the differences, color variations, things like that. There's a stormy weather with a metal tag. There's a bunch of really cool ones. I think some of these are going to be really good. There's nothing that's super large in size. This one here is really cool. Alistair Walser. And it's numbered to 520 of only 1,000 made, so that one's kind of neat. These are UNICEF. So I thought the collection was really cool. I think you guys will enjoy watching as I get these posted. I'm going to try to spend this week. My goal is to try to list all of these this week myself onto our eBay. I'll comp them out, price them. I did go through with my fingers, checking each one of the ponytails, the tips of the hair, stuff like that. I did find two that had some damage that I didn't know about. This one has a little flake off of her dress. And this guy, took me twice of looking at it to realize the bunny has a broke ear. Just when you're going through them real fast, you don't notice that. So those two were broken prior. This one was my fault. I had 2 or 3 wrapped in one piece of paper, and when I opened it, he decided that he didn't want to play the clarinet anymore, and he jumped to his death onto the floor. So, you know, things happen. I don't sweat the little things too much. Things that happen have already happened, so to get upset about them doesn't fix anything. Just know better for next time to be more careful whenever I'm opening. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, we're going to see if we can turn this collection into having my wife's car paid off. So we'll turn this into her car free and clear. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like down at the bottom, comment. I thought about bringing these to my YouTube auction, but I just don't know if I could get to where I need to be at on them. Like I said, I found the paperwork of what I paid. I have roughly $1,150 is what I have into all of these. I will do a total count. I will put it in the description. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Thanks, Mr. Buysalot, signing off.